this is our first video. Hi guys, thank you very much for your support, for your comments and feedback. For me this is all very important, and let's just very shortly explain you what plans is for the workshop, what the main step will be. First of all, we are going to make maybe 1-2 sketches in the Photoshop. I explain you what the mindset should be behind these sketches, what the main goal we're going to achieve. It will be fast and dirty, and I just pointed you out some composition element that should be in a sketch and how it helps us to make a final mock-up in 3D. Our next step will be go to the internet and we try to find the best textures from the different sources and what the references will be right and not so right for our project. Next one, it will be Blender overview, where I explain you very basic function of this program. We will be using most simple modeling technique and tools. So even if you just at the very beginning of learning Blender, I'm sure you could follow me along the side. Next step will be modeling our building blocks and assets as a skyscraper, maybe part of the mega structures, maybe part of the roads, highways, walls, farmlands, and all the necessary elements that we're going to use in a final mega city scene in a Blender. Next step will be exporting terrain to Blender. Again, very powerful technique, very simple. I explain you and you will be following me from the beginning to the end. Our next step will be making a final mega city scene in a Blender. We will be using both Eevee and cycle render. I explain you what the differences, what my preferences, why sometimes it's better to use Eevee and sometimes it's a lot more convenient to use cycle. Yeah, we talk quickly about this. Then at the very end, when our scene and camera will be ready, we make final renders with all passes that are needed. And probably the last video will be to make some overpaint our renders in the Photoshop. I explain to you and give you a couple of hints, couple of techniques that I constantly use, how to composite in all these different passes from the renders, what you should use and what you shouldn't use at all. And then we make a conclusion and it will be over for our workshop. Guys, thank you very much again for all your support and attention, and let's begin.